Welcome to The Impact of Authentic Audiences on Adolescent Literacy, a review of research and literature focused on the power and influence of authentic audiences on secondary students' learning. Following the viewing of this video, you should be able to define the role of an authentic audience in inquiry or problem-based learning, identify the attributes and elements of an authentic audience, and augment your current practice with suggestions from the field. In response to the question, how can students write for authentic audiences? Several experienced practitioners will share their adaptations of units to include authentic audiences and increase the relevance of the learning for their students. By definition, an authentic audience is linked to an authentic purpose and is nuanced and variable. However, in general, as outlined in the Essential Instructional Practices for Disciplinary Literacy in the Secondary Classroom, developed by the Disciplinary Literacy Task Force, authentic audience and purpose allows for adolescents to engage in meaningful and relevant tasks by helping students connect with in-school and out-school communities, and allows teens the opportunity to share with specific audiences who can respond to or enjoy their literary work. The What Works Clearinghouse, WWC, shares in its Institute of Education Sciences, IES, its practice guide titled Improving Adolescent Literacy, Effective Classroom and Intervention Practices, offering 5 recommendations for teachers' practices. Through a systematic literature review, the team identifies research-based recommendations through their meta-analysis. Adolescent literacy is a complex concept, and the range of evidence reviewed was vast. 3 of the recommendations rated indicated a strong level of evidence, and 2 of the recommendations were rated a moderate level of evidence. Recommendation 4, increase student motivation and engagement in literacy learning, was rated a moderate level of evidence. In the subheading, How to Carry Out the Recommendation, the 3rd recommendation addresses relevant learning, which would encompass an authentic audience. The recommendation specifies, make literacy experiences more relevant to students' interests, everyday life, or important current events. Look for opportunities to bridge the activities outside and inside the classroom. Tune into the lives of students to find out what they think is relevant, and then use this information to design instruction and learning opportunities that will be more relevant to students. 28. To understand the context of this recommendation, please explore the IES Practice Guide. Digital Promise is a nonprofit authorized by Congress and financially supported by philanthropic foundations. It works across research, technology, and practice to shape a more equitable and innovative future of learning. Under the model Literacy 7 to 12, a strategy delineated is authentic audiences and purposes. The attributes and elements include gives teens voice and agency, validates teens' lived experiences and cultural identities, provides choice to explore students' interests, addresses a local or global community, considers various writing purposes, describe, inform, persuade, prepares students for digital citizenship, offers a safe place to communicate. When designing and considering an authentic audience to engage learners, the work might encompass several or all of these elements. Are there other attributes or elements you consider when designing your students' learning to connect with an authentic audience? Larry Ferlazzo's opinion contributor for Education Week posed the following question in his Question of the Week post. How can students write for authentic audiences? Several experienced educators replied, including Nicole Brown and Dawn Mitchell, who support learners in Spartanburg, South Carolina, District 6. Offer 3 ways authors can write for authentic audiences. Provide content connections. Focus on formats that are visual, informative, entertaining, and interactive. Connect content to the craft of writing with authentic genres for real-world audiences. Provide choices that matter. Students need choice throughout the learning process, not just the audience of the work. Provide more than one choice to engage and sustain students' ownership and agency. Provide structures that sustain inquiry. Students need ongoing support and instruction using structures that scaffold and extend literacy learning. Jane Marlink, a recently retired executive director of the California Writing Project, CWP, and a former middle and high school teacher in the Grant Union High School District, now the Twin Rivers Unified School District, also responded to the question of the week. How can students write for authentic audiences? She provides these steps to guide the work. Provide invitations to take their writing public. Consider the purpose, genre, and format of the work. Should the final product include multimedia or be multimodal? What supports will be needed? How can students use their writing to take action and make change? Jane Marlick is quoted as saying, "Planning for going public puts more of the power in the writer's hands." Her classroom experience with diverse students forced her to rethink what authentic meant when designing reasons to write and identifying authentic audiences. To learn more about her unique experiences, read Jane's detailed response to the question of the week: how can students write for authentic audiences? Erin Starkey is a PBL Works national faculty member and is quoted as saying, "Does the writing mirror the adult world of work?" From a disciplinary literacy lens, this question should be at the forefront of unit design. Erin poses several thought-provoking questions to guide inquiry and design. From creating space to writing to a congressperson, read Erin's detailed response to the question of the week: how can students write for authentic audiences? What idea or activity sparked your interest in transforming a unit to encompass an authentic audience? If interested in exploring these resources further, links will be available in the EduPaths course resources slide.